Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my page. I have just popped on to do a quick live because I had a query in my group, which is parenting children with speech, language and communication difficulties, and somebody asked about how to teach verbs to their child. So I started to reply in the comments and I thought, you know what, it would be a lot easier to just bob on, and this would be really useful for so many people to just come on and talk it through rather than typing. So here I am, and I've got 10 ways to support your child to learn verbs. So once your child has got a handful of nouns that they're using, the next thing they need to do is develop some verbs so that they can start putting ideas and sentences together. So I've got 10 ways. So anybody that saw my post earlier in the week or maybe last week will see that I put some ideas down for how to teach vocab, and the important thing when teaching new vocab is to make it relevant, to make it interesting and to make it useful. And so the first thing when teaching verbs is no different. What you need to do is think of the verbs that are relevant for your child. So I would suggest by writing a list of verbs of things that might be relevant to your child. So I just started to jot some down and I came up with eat, sleep, sit, walk, run, jump, dance, sing, watch, drink, swing, play, kiss, hug, laugh, cry. So I would bob some down like that and tick off the ones that your child knows and see how many there are that they already know, and then you know which ones you're working on, and you might choose one or two of those verbs each week to focus on, because we know that if we focus very specifically on things with children, then they often they learn it quicker. So number one is to write a list of all the verbs. Now, anybody who's followed me or watched any of my lives will know that I'm a big believer in speech therapy just happening throughout the day, and what's really important is to focus on your child's interest and to work at their level, and not to focus on them talking. It's really important to consider your child as a computer and you're inputting the data. So you want to input, you want to tell them. Tell them. Don't ask them, because that's just testing. So all these things are about kind of inputting. So I don't want you to feel that you've got to be saying to your child, what are you doing? What's this happening? You know, it's not about asking lots of questions, it's about inputting. So the second one is to notice what your child's doing and tell them. So throughout the day, just have verbs in your mind. It's about you kind of having that mindset of, oh, I'm thinking about verbs at the moment, and saying to them, oh, you're sitting at the table, sitting down, sit down here, and just reiterating the sitting. Whereas previously you might have concentrated on it's dinner time, dinner, come and have your dinner, whereas this time you're going to focus on the verbs. So you're sitting, sit down, sit at the table, and so you're focusing on what they're doing and maybe what others are doing. So grandma's waving, wave to grandma, daddy's clapping, clapping, clap. And so you focus on what people are doing, and it's not a natural thing that we think of. We do tend to think more about verbs and potentially adjectives than nouns, and potentially adjectives than we do verbs. So you have to make a bit of a conscious effort to focus on that. Number 3 is to look at books with your child, and any books will have a variety of verbs going on in them. It doesn't have to be, so I would go with your child's favourite, their favourite character, their favourite thing of the moment, and go through and look at what the characters are doing. So rather than describing the characters or saying, oh, it's a dog, it's a cat, you would say, oh, he's sitting, or he's walking, look at him jumping. So number 3 is adapt the way you look at books to incorporate verbs. Number 4 is to play a game with Dolly and Teddy, or Doggy, or whatever, Rabbit, whichever your favourite character is, Peppa Pig, and get the character to do things. So you would do it and model it. So you'd have Teddy and say, oh, Teddy's jumping, Teddy's jumping, let's make Teddy dance, Teddy, dance, and make the Teddy dance. And again, you're doing the modelling, you're, you know, it's only as good as how interested your child is, but give it a go, see if you can spark their interest. You could do funny things like Teddy's falling, let's tickle Teddy, anything that kind of grabs your child's attention. And again, focus on the verbs. So that's number 4. Number 4 is use Teddy or Dolly to help with that. Number 5 is play a game of Let's Do, or Simon Says, or Follow the Leader. We'll jump, let's jump, can you jump? And you do the jumping as well. So again, you're modelling the word and the word with that. The next one is nursery rhymes. So using nursery rhymes is number 6. Things like, here we go round the mulberry bush, this is the way we wash, wash, wash. You can always adapt nursery rhyme words to kind of add in. So if you're happy and you know it, clap, clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, jump, jump, jump. So you kind of adapting it to the words that you're using. Number 7 is YouTube. I'm not a massive YouTube fan. I don't think that children sitting in front of YouTube is a great idea, but there's definitely resources on there that can spark their interest. And I had a quick look, and there is quite a few verb videos on there that you can sit and watch with your child. Another one is to take pictures of your child or videos. Like you shuffle them up, you pick one, and it's a jumping one. Let's do jumping, and you have a go at jumping. So not to get your child to say them in a rote way, but maybe just a way to stimulate a game. You might pick it up and get Teddy to jump, so you get them to Teddy's jump, jump, jumping, or whatever it is, and that's number 9. And number 10 is to model the question that you want your child to be answering. So what am I doing? I'm jumping. What am I doing? I'm eating. So they begin to recognise and hear the question that might lead to an answer that needed a verb. So adding that in. So that's your 10 ways to help verbs. Let me just quickly run through. So 1 is write a list of all the things that are relevant. 2 is notice what your child's doing and model, model, model. This is really the most powerful way of teaching new vocab. When the child's doing it, you say it. Number 3 is look at books and adapt them to teaching verbs. Number 4 is to use Teddy and Dolly. Number 5 is playing a game like Let's Do or Simon Says or Hi Mary, you know, Follow the Leader, Simon Says, anything like that that you can bring in the verbs. Nursery rhymes, and adapt your nursery rhymes to fit in. Number 7 is the YouTube channel, find something really relevant. Number 8 is take photos and then go back and look through them and talk to your child. And number 4 is maybe you want some flashcards, but make sure you watch about that and about why that's important. And number 10 is to model the question. So what am I doing? I'm clapping. What's Daddy doing? He's sitting. Whatever it is. Remember, the key is model and input, model and input. Don't ask the child, it'll come. If you're focusing on the input, the output will come. So have confidence in that process. I hope that's been useful, and look out for my YouTube channel. I'm putting all these videos on there, so they're always available for you to have a look at. So, you know, go over there and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. You don't have to keep scrolling through Facebook to try and find them. Thanks very much. Thanks, Mary. Bye.